created this dramatic look. I was just so keen to create something dramatic. I don't know why, that's all I've been wanting to do for the past few weeks. I just didn't have a reason to do it. And I still don't have a reason to do it. Like, I mean, this look serves absolutely no purpose. There's absolutely no occasion that I created it for. I just wanted to, really. I just feel like I haven't done anything like this in a while. And I just haven't felt like this in a while. And I feel so happy creating looks like this. So yeah, I've absolutely loved it. For this look, I created a bunch of... what? No. For this look, I used a bunch of new products. So I used the, you probably already saw it because I already held it up, but I used a bunch of the Too Faced Sweet Peach collection stuff. Like I used the eyeshadow palette and like the Sweet Peach Glow palette, and I think I used their blush as well. I just recently got these, so it's my first time using them and I absolutely love them, and they smell freaking amazeballs. I don't know how they do it with these amazing smelling products, but they're amazing. So I started to incorporate some new stuff. I even, you'll never believe this, I even used a new bronzer. This is the first time using this bronzer and I actually quite like it. I like the way it looks on my skin. So it's another massive one. I don't know why I'm obsessed with massive bronzers, but I got this. You guys would have seen me unbox on Snapchat, but yeah, I got this sent to me as well. It's a lot more cool toned as opposed to my Sephora Sundisk bronzer. That one's a little bit more on the warm side. But yeah, I actually really like it. And yeah, so I've used like a bunch of different things today. So yeah, I'm just going to shut my mouth and stop rambling because I freaking do that all the time and I need to stop. New goal of 2017. Stop that. I need to stop that. Okay. I'm really gonna stop now, so let's jump into this video and I hope you guys enjoy. So I actually firstly grabbed Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee eyeshadow and ran it through my crease with a big fluffy brush. I don't know why, I've always either got to start my eyeshadow with either Creme Brulee or Peach Smoothie. So I've just buffed that in through my crease with a big fluffy brush, as I just said. So then I am taking the Sweet Peach palette and I'm taking the shade Puree on a smaller Zoeva brush. This is the Zoeva 228 Luxe Blending Brush, and I'm applying this through my socket and also the outer corner of my eye, and then just buffing this through with windshield wiper motions and also circular motions. And I am just adding a little bit by little bit and then blending this through. Next, I'm taking the shade Charmed, I'm Sure on the same brush and applying this to the outer corner of my eye with that brush, and then I switched to a Sigma E25 and applied that to the outer corner a little bit more densely, and then switched back to my Zoeva brush and then blended that out. Next, I'm taking the shade Candied Peach and I took this with my finger and applied this all over my mobile lid and then blended it out with my Zoeva brush. As you can see, using my finger, it got all over my crease. So I then switched to a flat shader brush and applied a little bit more of the Candied Peach shade and then blended that out with my Zoeva brush. Moving on to liner, I'm taking my favorite Tarteist clay paint liner and just an angled liner brush. A bed liner brush, and then just creating a nice dramatic wing starting from the middle, working my way in and then working my way back out with the flick, and then just making sure everything joins up neatly. I forgot to include a clip of this eyeshadow, but I took the shade Tempting and I applied it to my outer corner to smoke out the liner to kind of make it look a little bit more catty. And I don't know the name of the brush that I used for this, but I'll leave it down below along with everything else. Again, I do apologize if you hear any birds. There's so many birds in my area. And then I took the shade Nectar and my big fluffy brush and applied this to my brow bone as my brow bone highlight. I then applied some mascara to my top lashes. This mascara is by Essence. And then I applied my lashes. These ones are by Velour lashes. I'm not too sure of the name, but I will leave it down below. Moving on to the face, I'm taking my BECCA Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. I'll leave my exact shade down below. I've taken it onto a damp beauty blender and I'm now pressing this all into my face, making sure to get the ears and below my jawline, making sure that it's all blended in. Next, I am taking my iconic London contour palette, and I'm taking the middle contour shade and using this to carve out my contour, and I'm using an artist brush for this, using this to carve out the hollows of my cheekbones, around my forehead, and also my nose. I started to blend this all out with a brush by Ray Morris, but then I realized a brush really isn't working for me, so I then switched to a damp beauty blender and just pressed it all in and blended that out with the beauty blender. I just felt like this worked a lot better. It moved the product around and blended it in the way I wanted it to. So much better than the brush. So next I'm correcting my dark circles. I have been obsessed with this L'Oreal Infallible Cover Concealer Palette. I took the salmon shade and applied a little bit of that to counteract my dark circles. You don't need too much of this, it's absolutely amazing. And then I took my BECCA Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer and applied this underneath my eyes and also onto the sides of my nose to slim my nose a little bit, and also onto the bridge of my nose and my forehead and also my chin, and also beneath my contour to sharpen up that contour. Then I am blending all of that in with a damp beauty blender, of course, and I'm just pressing it in, making sure not to move any of that corrector underneath. And then you just want to make sure that everywhere else is blended as well. Taking that same damp beauty blender, I'm just pushing in all of that concealer, making sure that there are no harsh lines anywhere on my face. And it's time to set those under eyes in place with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just taking a little bit of that on a highlighter brush and applying this underneath my eyes, leaving the powder there to bake. I'm only applying this to my under eyes and also the sides of my nose and nowhere else. Eyes look so possessed here, it's creepy AF, so I do apologize. But I took a Zoeva black kohl liner and applied this into my waterline, and then I took a definer brush and I smudged it out to my lower lash line and just really like pushed that out and smudged it. I also took the darker brown from the palette and smudged that in with it too, and then I took the lighter brown shade, I don't remember the names, with a thin fluffy brush and buffed that out. I took a little bit more of the black kohl liner and applied it underneath my lower lash line, and then smudged that out with the definer brush once again and added a little bit more of the brown eyeshadow. I also took a little bit more of the lighter brown eyeshadow as well and used that small blending brush to just blend everything together and make sure nothing looks choppy. I then took that same mascara I used on my top lashes and applied them to my lower lashes. Moving on to lips, I first lined my lips with MAC Spice Lipliner. I did overdraw them just a teensy bit, especially in the Cupid's bow area, and I filled them in with the same lip liner and drew these lines. I don't really know why, it didn't really make much of a difference for me. But then on top of that, I applied an Urban Decay lipstick. I will leave the shade down below. I then just went back in with the Spice Lipliner and then just went over it just so everything blends in a little bit better. Moving back onto the face, I'm going in with this Glamour Dolls Fakeation Bronzer. This is the first time I've actually used it and I really liked it. I'm just applying a small amount to the hollows of my cheekbones and around my forehead. I'm using the same Ray Morris brush I tried to use before. So yeah, I'm not overdoing the bronzer, and then I am taking the Too Faced Sweet Peach, oh no, Papa Don't Peach blush on a big Zoeva powder brush and applying this to the apples of my cheeks to give me a really nice flushed look. And then I'm grabbing my bronzer again and taking another artist brush, and I'm using this to contour my nose ever so slightly, and I'm just using my finger to blend out those lines to make them a little less obvious. And then for highlighter, I'm taking the Sweet Peach Glow palette and I'm taking the first highlight shade from that palette with a Inglot 4SS brush and applying this to the tops of my cheekbones and also my temples, and I am really packing this on. Like, I wanted to glow. And then lastly, I'm just going to go over my eyebrows with my Sigma brow powder. They didn't really need too much, so I just filled in the ends just a little bit with an angled brush and, as I mentioned, my Sigma brow powder. And that is pretty much it. fully finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you like the look, and as always I hope you learned something new today and I helped you achieve or learn something that you wanted to learn. So that is the purpose of all my videos. I'm here to educate and kind of teach you guys new things. So let me know if you want to see anything down below, not just like makeup related, but whatever you want to see on my channel this year, let me know down below. I would like to switch it up a little bit this year and do a little bit more of like vlogs and stuff. Not just vlogs, but like challenges and different types of videos and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.